What's ETA?
We're coming in.
Welcome everyone to the 2021 Top 7 Under 40. The Top 7 Under 40 program was created several years ago in partnership with the Bellingham Business Journal, along with the Bellingham Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Chamber program, Whatcom Young Professionals. We've had the privilege to honor more than 30 young professionals over the last few years through this program, and we welcome 7 new individuals to this alumni of local dynamos, all of which are here with us tonight. We want to thank Veritas Media and Studio V for being a sponsor and host of this program this year, and they've been a sponsor the last few years. We also want to thank Scotty Brown's, Posey by Natalie, and Cakes by Emily for their contributions to the Top 7 private reception. We will start off the evening by hearing from the Whatcom Young Professionals Advisory Council. We will then showcase each of our Top 7 Under 40 Whatcom Young Professionals for 2021. And at the conclusion of the evening, we will be announcing the winner of the 2021 Young Professional of the Year. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Olivia Lesinski from our Whatcom Young Professionals Advisory Council.
Thanks, Guy. I'm so happy to be here. Hi, everyone. My name is Olivia Lesinski. I'm the Director of Operations for the Ben Kinney Real Estate Team, powered by Place. I have the honor of sharing this space with these incredible individuals tonight because I am on the Advisory Council for the Whatcom Young Professionals and have been a part of the production of this event since its inception 6 years ago. Whatcom YP is a program of the Chamber that serves to connect and develop young, career-focused individuals in Whatcom County. We offer valuable networking through social events, community involvement opportunities that inspire growth in our members. Membership is just $50 a year, which I believe is the best deal in town. To learn more, reach out to me directly or visit whatcomyp.com. And speaking of Whatcom YP, I would like to give a shout out to Allison Farrar and Stephanie Wiley on our advisory council, who are a huge part of making this event special for our winners this year. This event would also not be possible without the individuals who came together to review the many applications we received and go through the difficult process of selecting the Top 7 Under 40. This year's selection committee was composed of Guy Achiagrasso, Chantel Hummel, past Young Professional of the Year, Gurpreet Dillon, and past Top 7 winners, Brad Barron and myself. Thank you all so much for your time. Now, Guy will come back up to announce who you're all here for, our 2021 Top 7 Under 40.
I would like to echo Olivia's comments in stating my appreciation to the work of the committee, and also I want to give a special shout out to everyone who nominated someone in this process. And now, let's get to know our Top 7. First up is Matt Lozinski. Our very first Young Professional of the Year, Matt Despain-Tanyas, voiced this in his nomination. Matt is a pillar in the community and extremely well respected by his peers. His humor, technical ability, and business acumen have allowed him to bring success wherever he goes. Please welcome Matt Lozinski. On camera. All right, Matt, we're gonna kick off. Want to have, in about 45 seconds, give us your elevator speech.
All right, well, my name is Matt Lesinski. I moved to Bellingham in about 2006, and since then had a plethora of opportunities to work within Bellingham organizations down to Seattle, and Bellingham just always pulled me back. Ultimately, though, working for predominantly arts organizations, looking to amplify voices, get great community engagement, and do some awesome stuff. And currently, I'm the COO right here for Veritas Media.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. And so one of the things we wanted to do is get to know everybody on a really granular level. So we're going to be doing this quick lightning round questions. And so first question, What's your favorite ice cream flavor? And if you had to choose a topping, what would it be?
Oreo on Oreo.
Ah, a man after my own heart, which we already knew. But next up, what is your favorite restaurant in Whatcom County, and what would you order?
Bellingham Cider Company, conveniently located a couple blocks away from here. And I would order the chicken and waffles because they're astounding.
All right. What is your drink of choice?
During the workday, an energy drink made by Rockstar. And then on the PM hours, an old fashioned is lovely.
Sounds good. And final question is, who has inspired your career path most in your life?
Oh, that's a big one. I would say ultimately, it resonated with me a ton. Conan O'Brien, of all people. So he was a late night host and Tonight Show host, and then he departed from late night show, I'll just say. And he gave a quick phrase of, at the end of his ending monologue, of work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. And to me, that just really hit home. And I hope anyone that works with me can echo those things and qualities that I bring. So it's definitely had a big impact on how I approach life.
Wonderful. Matt, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations again.
Appreciate it.
Next, we have Abby Whatley. John Jenkins, who nominated Abby, says, in addition to her significant contributions as Director of Programs at the Spark Museum, Abby has taken a leadership role in the community as the founder and leader of the education group Inspire, made up of staff from a broad range of downtown Bellingham institutions involved in formal education. Please welcome Abby Whatley. Hi. Welcome, Abby. So, first question to get to know you a little bit better. In about 45 seconds, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Abby Whatley, and I moved up here for school in, I think, like 2012. And I think, like a lot of us, never left. Why would you? It's amazing here. So, yeah, and I've worked at Spark since I started grad school. And again, it's kind of a captivating place and never left. So, yeah.
It is a great place.
It is, yeah.
So, we're going to go into the lightning round questions to get to know you a little bit better. What song always gets you out on the dance floor?
Really hard to get me on the dance floor in the first place. But I did swing dancing for about 5 years. So anything big band and you have me.
All right. It's good. I think my wife would probably share, she's not getting me out on a dance floor. She's really trying hard. So, speaking of Spark Museum, a lot of really cool old technology TVs. What's your favorite TV show?
I'm going to be that person and do the one I always go back to in Friends and Gilmore Girls.
Nothing wrong with that. What do you enjoy doing outside of work?
I really like to read, which is a pretty cliche answer, but nevertheless true, and hiking as well. And we just bought a house, so doing stuff to the house.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the rest of your free time.
Rest of my life.
And final question, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a great one. Honestly, I see myself here and still at Spark because we have so much work to do, and I'm excited to be part of that.
Wonderful. Abby, congratulations again on being a top 7, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And next up is Sydney Sutterfield. Christina Dawson, who nominated Sydney, says, Sydney Sutterfield at Science Plus demonstrates all the qualities of someone I like to do business with. She's organized and meticulous about the details, creative, focused, insightful, resourceful, and responsible. Whatever job is entrusted into her hands is handled with professionalism as well as completed accurately and on time. Please welcome Sydney Sutterfield. Welcome, Sydney, and congrats again on being top 7. So first question, and you're familiar with the chamber, so you're aware of the elevator speech component. So about 45 seconds, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Sydney Sutterfield, raised here in Whatcom County, work with Science Plus. It's a family business. My parents started it in 1992, and I've project manager now, worked my way up, as a child, helping out here and there, and then after college, got into the family business and loving it.
Wonderful. So now we're going to go into the lightning round series of questions. So what is your favorite restaurant in Whatcom County, and what do you order?
See, that's kind of a loaded question, Guy, because
It is.
I mean,
All of them, I know.
all of them.
That's not
also
right.
have a
That's
lot
my answer, not yours.
I have a lot of friends that own restaurants in Whatcom County too, so
So the truth comes out.
comes out. I'm gonna have to go with the Acme Diner.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Twin Sisters Burger. They have the best burgers in Whatcom County.
All right. I'm putting that on my list. So next up, if you could live in a movie, which one would it be and why?
Wow. I'm gonna have to go with probably Grease.
Okay.
Good music, awesome fashion, great cars, just kind of, life was simpler then in, that era. So it's just, and I love musicals, so.
There you go. Okay, next up, what is your drink of choice?
Daytime, evening, start with an espresso in the morning,
Okay.
and then we end the evening with probably a Jameson and ginger with lime.
All right. We got some astute folks in this year's top 7. So, last question. What is your favorite childhood memory?
I have to say, it was probably my first time competing as a competitive gymnast at the age of 7. Just that, opening up into a new realm of competition and, just being able to perform in a sport. And yeah, that's probably going to be my favorite memory.
Wonderful. Well, Sydney, thank you so much for joining me, and congrats again on being one of our top 7 under 40.
Thank you.
Next, we'll chat with Bridget Reeves. Violet Kelly, who nominated Bridget, says, Bridget is one of the most compassionate, sharp, steadfast people I've ever had the privilege to work with. As Lighthouse Missions Associate Executive Director, she leads our life-changing programs with grace and consistency, with a fierce dedication to our guests. Please welcome Bridget Reeves. Welcome, Bridget.
Thank you.
So kind of the first question to get to know all of our top 7 a little bit better. So we're gonna ask for about a 45-second elevator speech or short little bio to get to know you better.
Yeah, so my name is Bridget Reeves, and I work as the COO, the Chief Operating Officer at the Lighthouse Mission Ministries. I've been there a little over 12 years now and held a variety of roles in that organization. And currently I get the opportunity to oversee our services, shelters, and programs. So anything to do with direct client care, I get to be involved in. And it is a mix of sacred chaos and adventure on a daily basis.
Wonderful. And I guess personal world.
Yeah, personal world. I am married, husband, and we have 3 young kids, all 3 and under. So it is also an adventure in sacred chaos at home.
There
as
you
well.
go. So first lightning round question is, what is your favorite restaurant in Whatcom County, and what would you order?
Yes, there's so many. But breakfast is probably my favorite meal.
Okay.
Love the Old
I
Town
knew we got
Cafe.
along.
Yes, love the Old Town Cafe, and anything in the scrambled eggs, the omelets
Okay.
that they serve, especially the tofu
Yeah.
omelets. Those, yeah, they're really good.
Nice. So next question. If you could live in a movie, which one would it be and why?
So this is tough because I watch total probably one movie a year. And so choosing a favorite movie is hard because I don't watch a lot of movies. But the one that I probably have actually somewhat lived in is The Public.
Okay.
Which is about a group of homeless people in a city that ended up without shelter and in a library, and you'll have to watch it to see the end. Really
Okay.
good. Yes.
Put that one on our list.
Yes.
So, what is your drink of choice?
I really enjoy Americanos with pumpkin spice syrup.
Oh, so
And-
we're right in that time, that season for
Yes,
you.
but I will drink it all year round.
All right.
So,
You're one of those.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, last question is, what do you enjoy doing outside of work?
oh man, in all my spare time right now,
All of it.
which is very little, I love running.
Okay.
Love to run and doing local races. And then I also really enjoy reading and honestly spending time with my family, my 3 kiddos. They're awesome. So fun.
Well, you're a great mom.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations again.
you.
And thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And next up is Patricia Butler. Raquel Hansen, who nominated Patricia, says she is continually looking for new ways and opportunities to improve herself and processes within the organization. And her integrity is above reproach, always keeping to her commitments and word. Please welcome Patricia Butler. Welcome and congrats on being a top 7.
Thank you.
And so first question, just want to get to know you a little bit better. So just asking everyone to give like their 45-second bio elevator speech, if you will.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm Patricia. I've lived in Whatcom County now for 17 years, which is crazy to say. And I originally came here to attend Western Washington University, where I graduated from Huxley College of the Environment. And I was out to change the world, right? I've been in the manufacturing world for the entirety of my professional career now, which is really where I found my home. And so I work at Samson Rope in Ferndale, where I'm on the HR team. And I get to recruit and for the organization and really try and make it the best place to work in Whatcom County. Personally, I am married to my high school sweetheart, and we have a 7-year-old daughter, and she is in 2nd grade. And really, I'm just like so grateful to live my life in Whatcom County and to be raising my family here. Yeah, it's just great life here in Whatcom County.
Wonderful. So we're going to go with some lightning round questions. So first question, and this is an important one. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? And if you had to choose a topping, what would it be?
I like they say had to choose the topping because I'm not an ice cream topping kind of person typically. But I'm originally from Germany. I was born there. And so my actual favorite dessert is vanilla ice cream with hot raspberries on top. So it kind of, I think, satisfies the question. It's called Heissen Himbeeren. And if you have never tried it, I highly recommend it. You warm up the raspberries and you drizzle them over the top of vanilla ice cream.
All right, I'm just
Highly
going to talk about
recommend.
this question for the rest of the lightning round. So moving on to more food. What is your favorite restaurant in Whatcom County and what would you order?
Okay. It's hard because there's so many amazing restaurants in Whatcom County, and but I think I would have to go back to New Peking on Samish. My husband and I have been going there since I think like freshman or sophomore year of college, and I would have to order their hot and sour soup. In my opinion, best in Whatcom County. And Sam and Jessica, the owners, are about the sweetest, kindest, most amazing people. So yeah, New Peking on Samish.
Awesome. So, what is your drink of choice?
That's an easy one, beer.
All right. Any particular?
I just like good beer, and maybe that's tying back into the German heritage.
Could be.
Maybe a little bit. And what better place to live to like beer, right, than Bellingham? I mean, yeah, I think if I had to pick one, it would probably be Aslan Batch 15. It's kind of the perfect go-to everyday beer.
Perfect. All right, final question. Who has inspired your career path most in your life?
There's a lot of people, but probably the most would be both my parents. They both had very different careers and lives and pathways, but they both taught me what it means to persevere, and also how to find joy and also passion in everything that you do every day. So I hope that and I think I'm living that every day in what I'm doing in my career.
Well, as someone that gets to work with you a little bit through workforce development, you do that, and you bring a lot to this workforce development community. So thank you for your work, and thanks for joining us, and congrats on being a top 7.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Yep. Next, we're going to talk with Keaton Weirson. Chris Waltner, who nominated Keaton, says, Keaton has the incredible honor of serving nonprofit businesses and their accounting needs all over the county through his role of senior manager at Larson Gross. He's not only does this with grace, precision, humor, and gusto, but he has grown the nonprofit sector at Larson Gross in huge ways as he leads a successful team of professionals with excellence. Please welcome Keaton Weirson. Welcome, Keaton.
Thank you.
So to get to know you a little bit, we're going to start off with our first question. It's like that 45-second elevator speech to get to know you a little bit better.
All righty, I've been waiting for it. So I grew up in Skagit County. I consider myself kind of an I-5 guy. I grew up in Skagit, went to Western, then I moved to Seattle for 8 years. And that's where I met my wife, Isabel, and at some point we just realized this is just too big. And so there were 2 things I really wanted to do: have a family and to do nonprofit accounting. I was a CPA and I liked working with nonprofits. And so in 2015, that's when I came to Larson Gross and really just asked the question, is this something that Whatcom County needs, in your opinion? Larson Gross isn't a person today, but asked the powers that be there, and that was an investment they wanted to make. So since then, we've grown that family. We have 4 little boys, and yeah, we have a lot of fun living here.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, it's good to get to know you a little bit better. And we're going to enter our lightning round questions, get to know you even on a deeper level. So, first question. What song always gets you out on the dance floor?
My wife said, you have to have an answer to that one question. I'm like, I'll wing it. Okay. The song would be anything my kids like. I love dancing with them, but I'm going to go with Smash Mouth All Star. We really rock out to that. I know all the lyrics. Definitely.
There you go. So, along those similar lines, what is your favorite TV show?
Okay. I'd say that one's easier. The Office. I've watched it so many times through.
That might inspire that nonprofit work
Perhaps.
component. There may be something there. So you mentioned a little bit about this, but what do you enjoy doing outside of work?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time with our boys, and I guess it was right before COVID, we signed my oldest up for jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu at Shane Simpson's Rock Solid Martial Arts. And I got the bravery during COVID to go try it out myself. And so it's something my oldest 2 and I have been able to do entirely out of my comfort zone. And it turns out to be quite a lot of fun.
Good. Well, I'm going to back up a little bit as I ask this next question. Final question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay, I think that blends in with kind of what I've been going toward. I moved here for a reason. I love what I do. Working with nonprofit organizations, it's a lot of fun. I feel like in the CPA world, there's different ways to help people, but getting to help such a broad group as nonprofits is great. And the team that I get to build and work around every day internally at our firm and watch them succeed and go out and help organizations is incredible. And meanwhile, these little boys in 5 years are still going to be little. And so I think doing these things is going to be a lot of fun for us for a while now.
Good. Well, congrats again on being a top 7, and thank you for your work serving the nonprofit community of Whatcom County. We have some amazing nonprofits in this community, and I appreciate the work that you do on their behalf.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Last but not least, let's talk with Liz Purdy. Corinne Vandergreen, who nominated Liz, says Liz joined PSE in February of 2021, but has already hit the ground running, making community connections for grants, scholarships, and clean energy opportunities for nonprofits. Please welcome Liz Purdy. Welcome, Liz, and congrats on being a top 7. So we're going to start out asking the intro question. This is kind of a 45-second elevator speech, get to know you a little bit better. So tell us a little bit more.
All right. Well, had the chance to hear my colleagues and get a little sense of what I wanted to say. Bottom line is, it's going to sound cliche, but it's all about community. Everything I do since I started working has been based in the community, building partnerships, understanding people, getting a chance now as the community engagement representative at Puget Sound Energy to understand our nonprofits, to understand our community's needs, and to figure out where we can show up and be impacting with meaningful support. And so I'm really bad at doing a job that I don't care about, and luckily I've just always been able to find, the ways that I can put my passion into my, 40 hours or more a week.
Yeah. Well, I've had the pleasure of getting to know you through a few different roles, and I think you articulated that very well, and so we're lucky to have you serving our community. So now for the lightning round questions.
Okay, yes.
And I'm convinced this is my favorite question. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? And if you had to choose a topping, what would it be?
Okay, my favorite ice cream flavor is espresso chip, but it needs to be in milkshake form, and it's best consumed after a hike on a summer day.
That's specific.
Yes, I was ready for that one.
Nice. I have to think about that one. I've got to process that a little bit more. I could use some espresso ice cream right now. Yeah. So in that same vein, what is your favorite restaurant in Whatcom County, and what would you order?
Okay, well, it's hard to pick favorites, right? But I do love Storia Cucina, and I love their happy hour, and I would get the margarita pizza and the arancini, and this is sort of doubling up on one of your other questions, but I'd also get the happy hour Negroni.
All right. Well, that does cover the next question of what your drink of choice, so we'll just move right on.
I can have another one.
You could,
I have
yeah,
another one,
let's go.
actually. It's also sort of a second to the favorite restaurant.
Okay.
So at Camber, I would get the On a Passing Cloud.
Okay.
Obviously iced, shaken
Yeah.
in the summer, but warm and comforting in the winter.
Oh, all righty. Okay. So that's nothing wrong with that. I like specific. So last question.
Yes.
Who has inspired your career path most?
Can't pick one person. Takes a village. I've had tremendous mentors, tremendous colleagues. Honestly, I would go back to my 5th grade teacher, Mr. Stangvik. I would go to my grad school advisor. I would go to my supervisor that I've had who just teaches you to ask questions and care. And to my current director now, who says, if you can think on your feet, if you can problem solve, and you can communicate, you can do most anything. So, honestly, all of them have been a tremendous impact. And I hope to take all of the lessons that I have learned from all of those people who have invested in me and just keep on working for another, 20 to 40 years.
There you go. Liz, thank you
Thank
for
you, Guy.
joining. And congrats again on being a top 7.
Thank you.
So I think it's time that we say congratulations to all top 7 one more time. So give them a round of applause. So, we also want to thank again Scotty Brown's, Posey by Natalie, and Cakes by Emily for their contributions to this evening. And huge shout out and thanks to Veritas Media and Studio V for hosting and live streaming this event as our sponsor for this year. So now it is the time where we announce our 2021 Young Professional of the Year. And I need that card that we didn't make this year. So your 2021 Young Professional of the Year is Bridget Reeves. Congratulations, Bridget.
Thank you.
So well deserved. I had the pleasure to get to know you a little bit better during your leadership Whatcom year, and it's so well deserved. You were amazing, and I'm just so glad to be able to present you as the 2021 Young Professional of the Year. And so we'd love to hear a few words.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Guy, and the nominating committee, the people that put this all together. And honestly, hearing everyone's stories out there and everyone's sharing during this time and getting to know the other nominated top 7 under 40 is such a blessing. And they have done so well too. I'm just so grateful to be counted amongst the young professionals in our community. I also just want to give a shout out to my colleagues at the mission and working with them and the beauty that is. And then also to my husband, Justin, who's out there, because none of me doing this work can happen without him. And then my 3 kids who I'm pretty sure are watching right now.
Good.
And Aspen, Cashton, and Griffin.
Your mom is amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And they are such great cheerleaders as well. So thank you, Guy. This is quite the honor.
Yes. Again, very well deserving, and it is so much like you to spread the love and showcase your fellow top 7. And as I said earlier, I think this is the 6th year that we've done this. And so the alumni pool of about 30 of you are all so amazing. And it's the worst decision that I have to make every year is to be part of the decision-making process for the winner, because each of the 7 of you are deserving. And so I love that we get to showcase all 7 of you. But for this, for your little moment in the lights,
Yes.
Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
So congratulations again to Bridget, our 2021 Young Professional of the Year. We want to thank Veritas Media and Studio V for being a sponsor yet again this year. Round of applause for Veritas. We also want to thank Scotty Brown's, Posey by Natalie, and Cakes by Emily for their generous donations to the top 7 private reception. I'm going to go grab a cupcake very shortly. And lastly, we want to thank you, our audience, for taking time out of your evening to acknowledge and celebrate these 7 amazing young professionals. I also want to thank the support of the Whatcom Young Professionals Advisory Council, our amazing team at the Bellingham Regional Chamber of Commerce, and of course, the professional staff here at Veritas Media and Studio V. We look forward to seeing you all again for the 2022 Top 7 Under 40, and I'm gonna go out and say in person. Thank you, and have a great night.